No one needs to be going through life with a bunch of tension in their upper back. And y'all know exactly what I'm talking about when you have been working, reading, texting, whatever, and your neck and your shoulders are just hurting so bad, and you find yourself looking for relief. I've got the relief for you. It is puppy pose. This posture is kind of a mix between downward dog and child's pose. I do it every night before bed, and I want to show you exactly how to harness the power of the puppy and really open up your heart, open up your chest, and relieve upper back pain. I'm Logan Haley. Welcome back to the Yoga Nomads. Again, we are going step by step through all the yoga poses, so be sure to like and subscribe, check out the channel, check out the website so you can really take your yoga practice to the next level and take your back pain way to the lowest level, or just make it disappear entirely, hopefully. So let's get right into the puppy posture. So the Sanskrit word for this is difficult to pronounce. I'm gonna go with Uttana, Shishosana. Could be wrong, please correct me in the comments if I'm wrong. But puppy pose is a very restorative pose that is also known as melting heart pose. It's going to open that heart chakra and very much stretch out the shoulders and the upper back while you kind of chill in the lower back and get a light spinal stretch. So getting into it, please do this with me because we all need to open up our spines, okay? I know that you're not sitting there without at least a little bit of tension up there. Let's get rid of it. Start in a tabletop. Check that your knees are right below your hips and the tops of your feet are pressing onto the mat. I've got my hands spread wide and I'm looking down so that my neck is a nice straight extension of my spine. Next up, we are going to slightly engage the core, straighten out that back more, and walk the hands forward about just one hand step, and then begin lowering down. Walk the hands forward again. Imagine that chest and that heart reaching down to the floor and the belly button reaching back towards the thighs. So I'm melting down, keeping the tops of my feet pressing in the mat, melting, opening my armpits, and using those hands to actively press back towards my thighs. So once you get here, you're pretty much a puppy. But the easiest way to begin extending and advancing in the pose is to tuck your chin, place your forehead on the mat temporarily because we want to protect that neck. Take a deep inhale. And then exhale, press into the hands, press the shoulders down and roll the shoulder blades together on your back, and press your stomach towards your thighs and your booty up to the ceiling. Feel that deep stretch across your upper back and your shoulders while your heart melts. Melt your heart down to the mat. I love that saying. Open across the clavicle. Feel that really nice shoulder blade rolling and keeping those elbows grounded and the hands pushing kind of down and forward. So you're creating a little bit of resistance. Breathe here, coming out of it a little bit, and then sinking back down, melting. You can also come up on your mouth or your chin. Just be very careful with your neck. If you want to extend the arch a little more, again, I'm not kinking. I'm just very carefully lengthening and shifting. To get out of the pose, on an exhale, press into the elbows and then walk the hands back and return to your lovely tabletop. So that was pretty easy. Not bad for a beginner-friendly back opener. Puppy pose is seriously one of my, it's one of my favorites, and it's one of the most underrated yoga postures, because everyone's talking about, downward dog and child's pose, but what is a child dog? It's a puppy, obviously. So this posture is really great for rejuvenating the lower body because it can kind of chill and also just invigorating your spine. So it's a great way to wake up in the morning to prepare for bed. It has a range of benefits for your cardiovascular system because you are slightly inverting the body, which really is great for blood flow and circulation. Again, all those things associated with the heart chakra. The heart chakra is also all about feeling more joy and connection in life. So if you feel blocked, like you're not able to be vulnerable or be open up to people you love, maybe you need some heart chakra opening, and that can really help you just expand and beam out your loving light to the world, because we need more of that, and we need you to feel loved and to share the love that you have. So getting a little woo-woo there, but hey, that's what yoga is all about. Let's move in to a few variations of puppy pose for all skill levels. All right, and for my favorite variation of puppy pose, this is also called half dog or half puppy. You can do it literally anywhere. You don't even need a yoga mat. It could be at your office or at your house or in public, anywhere there's a wall or a surface you can place your hands. So you're gonna start facing the wall. Your feet are hip width apart and legs are a little bit engaged. You wanna make sure you're about one leg length apart from the wall. Okay, and you can always adjust your stance later, but this is a great place to start. Now you're gonna lean forward a little bit and bring those hands, fingers out wide, about eye level. Again, you can adjust once you're into the pose. Once you're here, take a nice inhale and exhale, bring your hips back and start dropping your chest down to the floor, dropping your heart, relaxing your neck, and rolling those shoulders back and down. Your shoulder blades are kissing behind you. You feel a real big release across that upper back. You can bring the arms down and sink lower for a deeper stretch. You can also feel a little bit in your hamstrings, or you can walk up and sink more towards the wall. Both angles are really great. You can't go wrong here. It's just so restorative. You can just hang out, and it feels like a nice unforced opening because you are so easily adjusted here. So you could do this really light version as well. The key to this is that you do not want to shrug your shoulders, or that'll ruin the stretch. Shoulders are back, down, tuck them in your back pockets, okay? If I put a penny here, it could be squeezed together between those shoulder blades, and that is where we get the back opening experience. When you're done, exhale, press into the wall, stand back up, and you have completed half dog. All right, and a final word of advice for any of your puppy pose experience: do not force the opening in your shoulders. Yoga should never be painful, and if your shoulders are hurting from the stretch, definitely back out of it and move back to that initial practice pose where we had the forehead directly on the block to prevent us from sliding too low. When you're done with the puppy pose, you can follow up, or you could prepare with a nice child's pose, a downward dog, of course, a wind relieving pose, pulling your knees to your chest and lowering the shoulders down. Or for a nice neck relief, even a plow pose. All of these are great for the shoulders, great for the spine, and can really, really help with back pain and energy and stress and heart chakra opening. Thanks again for joining me on the Yoga Nomads. Be sure to check out our website for all the guides you need about learning and teaching yoga, the best gear reviews, and of course the step-by-step guides on how to do every yoga pose on the planet. Thank you so much and have a beautiful day. Namaste.